Cork on the Ocean. Written by Mark Sommerset, illustrated by Rowan, who has one name apparently. Somewhere between the blue and the green, further than far can be, a little brown cork was riding the wind, bobbing along on the sea. Up over swells and down into dells, toppling this way and that, the little brown cork bumped into a fish that looked like a cat. "You're not a bird," the catfish purred. "You're miles from where you should be. Why do you laugh when you are lost out here alone on the sea?" "My dear little fish, alone is a myth. A cork and a sea makes two, and nothing is lost if it is here, and here I am laughing with you." Far in a place where flying fish race and seahorses whinny and leap, the little brown cork came bouncing upon the funniest show in the deep. "Come alongside, I'm easy to ride," whinnied a horse from behind. "Where are you going on such a big sea? What are you hoping to find?" "I guess you could say I'm making my way wherever my heart will lead, and nothing could be more hopeful to me than riding a saltwater steed." Later that night, in shimmering light, the cork just happened to spy a beautiful butterfly, tired and cold, tumbling out of the sky. "Look at my wings, I've ruined the things. What am I going to do? The sea is so big and I am so small. I'd drown if it wasn't for you." "Come," said the cork in butterfly talk, "you needn't be worried or grieve, for now you and I will travel as one until you are ready to leave." The following day was foggy and grey. The air was thicker than soup, when out of the gloom an octopus loomed, playing an eight-legged flute. "What have we here?" the octopus stared. "A ship with a cargo of gold? For here on a boat a butterfly rides. What magic it is to behold!" "I may be afloat, but I am no boat. A cork on the ocean am I, and this is a friend called Flutter by me, a butterfly looking for land." "Well, my lucky star, how lucky you are! To land I am heading today. So flutter on board, my butterfly friend. I'll carry you safely away." Down in the dark, where dogfish bark, beside the bottomless reef, a monstrous mouth burst from below, grinning and flashing its teeth. "What's this?" snapped the shark, tracing an arc. "Could it be something to eat? Does it not know what lurks down below? Has no fear of the deep." "I often look down," the cork looked around, "and this I confess to be true. No more do I care for living in fear than I care to be eaten by you." It started at dawn, a tropical storm, following the biggest of waves. For nearly a week, the cork disappeared, buried in watery caves. Caught in a gale, with nowhere to sail, I do wish this weather would pass. Then out of the surge, a mermaid emerged, riding a dolphin of glass. "Don't be afraid," murmured the maid. "Be happy the sea isn't flat. For what is a high without a low? Where's the adventure in that?" "I like how you think, but what if I sink? I really could do with a ride." And soon they were three, chasing the sea, racing along on the tide. Safe in a bay, the little cork lay, pondering all it had seen, when all of a sudden a mountain arose, right where a seagull had been. "Hello," said the whale, waving its tail, sweeping the cork from the sea. "There has been word, indeed I have heard, that you have a question for me." "It's true, yes I do, I have a question for you. The cork hit a curious note. What is the secret to living at sea? The secret to staying afloat? With a heave and a ho, there came from below a wonderful gurgling sigh. It's all about balance, whispered the whale, and they shot the cork into the sky. Into the blue the little cork flew, a happy and heavenly streak. Then out of the clouds a pelican swooped, catching the cork in its beak. Welcome on board, the pelican soared, up over a brilliant bow. Glider I am and glider I will, wherever you want me to go. I don't really care, I'm happy right here, so go wherever you might. The journey is what matters most to me. Right now I'm enjoying the flight. Back upon land, all covered in sand, and shells the colour of peach, the little brown cork was daydreaming when a bottle arrived on the beach. What a surprise! The bottle surmised, gracefully washing ashore. While I was surfing, I thought to myself, haven't I met you before? Possibly yes, it's anyone's guess, but this I am certain about. A bottle will travel much better at sea with something to keep water out. How perfectly true and clever of you, and pardon me if I am wrong, but wouldn't you also do better at sea with something to buoy you along? And so it began, an innocent plan, to travel together that day. Then catching a ride on the outgoing tide, they happily floated away. Very nice. I think I prefer the cork on the bottle, but that's still very nice. The end.